and King's Row. I have been seeing a lot of King's Row today. That's okay. Okay, so the worst Zen, our favorite. The worst Zen
You're
who has
like
now made
all
it
the
to
way.
Diamond.
You're like coaching every time. Like if I DM'd you at like 3 a.m. your time, you'd be like, "I'll do it right now. I'm ready."
Probably, but it's not 3 a.m. my time. It's like, 8:30 my time. I'm Pacific, but, okay, so here we are. We're playing. Let's just take a quick look. Right, you can see the Overwatch. Oh, I haven't shared my screen yet. You can't see the Overwatch. That would
My
be
my orb priority for healing people is just garbage. I think that's my problem, honestly.
okay. So just because I want to make sure you learned it, what was the thing out of our last session that was your sort of takeaway of things to work on?
Don't go in front of your tanks.
Yeah. Generally, not being in front
I
of
think
your
I'm much better with that
tanks,
now.
front lines, etc., is going to be pretty good. Yeah, we've also talked a little bit about orb application. It's possible that we're now going to go deeper into orb application.
Oh, also not to brag, but I am like 13-4 on this season, so.
Nice. You've been climbing.
But some of them were just complete luck. This is a loss, though.
That's okay.
This
We'll
game.
we'll stabilize the luck by making you better. Then it's not luck. If we can make your base better, you'll just
Yeah.
not have to rely on luck. And you can see and hear the game. Yes.
Yes, I can see
Okay.
it.
So this was kind of risky. You have no idea what their comp is yet, and you're just like,
What's up?
okay, let me peek. I don't know what that is. That could be. You sort of see the blue light. Maybe that's a mercy
saw it.
boosted
I
Ash.
thought
Maybe the
it might be a
mercy boosted
widow,
Widow.
but
Yeah.
I thought it was a widow. But I'm just still standing in the sight line of it.
But you're not in the
But
sight line, so this is fine.
I-
Except, I wonder what it is. Let me go check.
Just curiosity. I just needed to know.
So A, you don't need to check until you have a little more idea of what it was. And B, if you were going to check, why would you not check without a 5-orb volley? Like, at least you have semi-equal chance of... Yeah, anyway. So now you know it's an echo. So let's look at your orb placements. You've got your Discord on the Hog because is what's available, and your Harmony says it's out. Who is it actually on? Klebson there. So no, not Klebson. Who is that actually on? Jaeger? Yeah, it's on your right. That's fine. That's fine.
Orb.
It's a Phantom Orb. Well, I mean, you get the Discord above, in the replay view, you get the Discord above the Hog, and I'm like, I think that's your Rhine that your Harmony's on, but who really knows? Okay,
This time in the title. This is insane, by the way. You got to put Diamond in the title.
I will.
And then next time it'll be Masters.
I
It'll
know.
just go up one
I know.
every
It might
time.
take us 2 sessions to get to Masters, but like Diamond isn't nothing. Like I hate to break this one to you, but
Nah, you're doubting me. You're doubting my like 80% win rate.
Well, I seem to remember someone telling me there was a little bit of luck helping him out, but hey. So
this isn't luck. This was complete skill. Just watch this. This is a hashtag carry moment. That's what the kids use. It'll get you more views. Oh.
I like it. That
Wow.
sounded good. Like that sounded good. That looked good. I liked that. Cool. Now let's see how fast you get into the Discord app. You go for the reload, which I can live with. You could have like peeked, discorded, reload, done all that at once, but we'll live. Oh, and now you're going for the charge up, so this is more Discord downtime. And there's your Discord.
I did it.
Okay. Your whole team is up here and fighting. That was a decent amount of no Discord time. Just saying. Discord's pretty great.
This echo was so annoying.
They are.
They divert your attention, and if nobody deals with them, it makes me want to deal with them.
Yeah, what's to your right now?
I just don't know. Like my team, I stay on the echo for like 20 minutes at times. Okay, and like I don't care about my team. I just want to kill.
I get it. That echo has a pocket, so like, it's hard to kill her, but I'm more worried about the fact that you don't know what's here. Now the truth is you're not in danger over here because your Reinhardt is like, "No, this is mine." But
that's like game sense. I knew they were pushing up, so I had more time.
Okay.
Totally. I feel like you doubt me.
I mean, I think what
Watch
you
more
feel
of
is more important than what I feel.
Just watch my throw.
So,
pretty good.
okay, well, let's see where you do this. Who needs your Harmony Orb right now?
Don't put it on them. It's so bad. It breaks sight lines. I hate
It
it.
does. It does. It only lasts for 3 seconds without you looking. Who needs your Harmony Orb the most right now?
My Zarya or my Ryan?
I'm gonna disagree.
Probably. Really?
Wasn't your Hanzo challenging an Echo? Where'd the Echo get to? Did the Echo actually back out?
Did they?
Yeah, they did.
Wow,
I
you're
thought the
gonna
Echo
look
was
like
still
an
over here.
idiot
Oh, I think I'll be okay.
in
I
front
think
of
I'll be okay.
all your viewers.
I think I'll be okay. My viewers know that I occasionally make mistakes on guessing where people are because I'm limited to my player, and my player, since I'm in his cam, didn't actually check anything, so I'm limited to his
Shut
vision.
your mouth,
Yeah,
sonny boy.
my viewers understand that, if I was playing, I'd be checking where my allies were more often. But hey, that's fine. So yes, in this case, it is probably your Zarya that needs it.
And I don't put it on them and they die.
Eventually, she's got a Harmony Orb. She's got a Harmony Orb.
Bruh, for the first like 10 minutes of this game, I was out healing my Ana, so.
Yeah, that's a little disappointing. Then you cycle the Harmony, that's fine. You cycle it, that's proper because you'd expect your Ana to be healing your Ryan, and your Ryan's not really in danger.
I hate Echoes, dude.
So who's your Harmony Orb on? I
No
know
one.
this, but I don't think you do. Well, it actually tells
Maybe.
you now. It tells you
Where?
it's still on that Torb.
Our Torbjorn.
So that's not really right. He got healed to full a while ago. You probably did want to cycle it back to your Reinhardt, and you kind of got distracted by this Echo, which, it happens. But I think you forgot where your orb was there. Because moving it to your Torb to heal him up, totally proper. But I don't think you're trying to, help your Torb. If your thought was my Torb is going to hold this while my Rein holds this, sure, you can keep the Harmony Orb on him. I don't think that's where you were going. So these right clicks are getting a little. Let's go over this. Fine, right click. Except that you cancel it, and you didn't have to because there was a Sigma barrier you could have shot at here, so that was a little weird. Fine. You're charging. I'm not quite sure why you decided to start charging here. Maybe you thought, hey, I'm going to start charging my right click and then I'm going to re-peek the Echo. Maybe that's your thought. But I know that there's other targets here because I know my Reinhardt's been backing up, right? So, I'm charging. It doesn't make sense to charge here because you lose total DPS, total damage output, etc. if you're charging when there's targets that are on your screen, right? Charging is nice because you can occasionally get picks with it and because it can be safer if you're behind cover. But you weren't behind cover when you started charging this. I think you just started charging this as you closed this sight line, but this is still open. So this should have just been a rotate my screen and start shooting at them, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then that's what?
I guess I was just trying to back up. I don't know. I
get that, but I just want you to be conscious of that. That's a micro thing, but that's a micro thing that'll matter in Masters. And if we can eliminate it now, great. It'll make your sail through Masters to GM faster. And, that's not to say, it only matters in Masters. It doesn't matter in Diamond. That's not how Overwatch works. But, you start finding smaller and smaller things to improve on as you go up. Okay, so then you get that. Okay, then you're in shots. Yeah, and that was, again, you charged up a single, huzzah, single right click. That's just a downtime increase because you've got a pretty long animation to throwing out your orbs, whether you throw 5 or 1.
That's kind of garbage. I don't know why I do the things I do. Maybe I'm just garbage.
You're not garbage. I mean, you went from what 2,200 on to diamond pretty quickly.
I went from 22,000 to. I'm at 3.4, 3.04, not 3.4.
Well, you didn't go from 22,000 because it's a 0 to 5,000 scale.
2,000, not 20,000.
That's what I said. 2,200, and then you went 22,000, and it's 2,200.
Oh my gosh, you just want Watch me burn. Watch the world
Well,
burn.
I think I'm right now gonna watch your Torb burn. Okay, so that's a lot of orb movement. That's probably not worth it. There is actually some travel time on your Harmony Orb. It's not instant. There is actually a little bit of travel time, and you are missing out on a little bit of healing here. I think moving it to the Hanzo to cap him off was fine, but then you're like, okay, now let me move it to the Rhine. Now let me move it back to the Zarya, and I think you can move it right back to the Rhine here. So, like, again, we're getting into pretty micro things, but that does start to go, you know what? Both of these people are missing health. I'm just going to leave it on the Rhine. Like, one isn't in seriously more danger than the other. You know what I'm saying? Even if the Zarya's a little bit lower, all that good stuff. Okay, you're pushing in here. Are you pushing in here because you want to get more aggressive because you can bail yourself out with trance? Okay, you are. Are you thinking that they don't... Are you doing it going, hey, I want to do this because they can't mirror and you want to win with it? Like, what's the thought here?
Ideally, well, I wanted our Ryan to kind of go, and our Zarya to like get as aggressive as they wanted to. Hopefully, to push them back farther and get picks as well.
Okay. So
I guess that was the idea behind it.
Okay, that's fine.
It does not end up working very well.
So they just used their nade there, right? You saw your Torb was purple, so they don't have nade for, you know, good 9 seconds here. You Harmony that. You Harmony that. You Harmony that.
Throwing harmonies on everyone, man.
It's okay.
Spread the harmony.
They're pretty full health. Your Rhine just got nanoed at his full health, and your Zarya orbed. I don't think they need this. If you want to scream over comms, push, 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 all trans. That's fine. Like, commit, 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 all trans. That's fine. But you want to let them use a bit of their health before you... Like, these are tanks. True. These guys don't just get insta-busted. So you, like, yell at them to commit, and then they go, you're like, go stupid hard, push, push, push. And then, you know, they're a little hesitant, but they sort of do it. And then you trans to bail. You trans to extend it, right? You get a little more value out of your trans that way. Plus, it's a little less shocking to your Hanzo who goes, what's going on now?
Honestly, I feel like the only reason we lost this game is because the Ana made every single one of my transcendences useless.
Okay, so that's another thing you need to be aware of. Like, you'll notice I pointed out that nade and then counted, okay, when did she use that nade? And her nade is going to...
She ends up nading our Mr. Reinhardt here, and that's most likely... I mean, that's kind of why we lost. I mean, I could have done better, but that's, like, the direct reason.
Sure.
I feel like...
Oh! The bubble.
They bubble me, dude.
Well, you were moving back and forth between her and the Rhine. She wanted the Rhine.
That's true. I'm trying to make our team lose.
I figured as much.
I'm just throwing.
Okay, your orbs are out. There's an echo. Why are you pushing into the hog this whole hogging, man? Like, back up so that his whole hog sends you back further and you're safe.
I just have 500 MS reaction time.
Okay.
That's why.
Okay. Okay, well, you're done.
At this point, I just thought, you know, maybe they won't see me and I can try to go for a flank or something.
Yeah,
to get,
that's
like,
fine. That's fine.
So,
when it comes to aggressive transes, remember, you want to know what the state of their Ana's cooldown is, or you at least want to know what the state of your Zarya's bubbles are, right? Because if she nades you and your Zarya can just bubble them off, no problem. Which, by the way, your Zarya tried to bubble it off, but,
we know what happened there.
Yeah. But also, you tell them to push hard, and then you save them with trans. You let that be the extra health. It's they push for a second or two, and then you trans out of it. You are feeding. You are feeding.
I'm not feeding. I got a kill.
Okay.
And then I leave.
There's a Hanzo back there that, yeah.
I kill him, though, because I'm the best player in the world. And then I start feeding.
Hey, there's an echo over there.
How did our Ana even die? I wonder that.
She was probably up here, and the other Ana probably took a shot at her. Yeah.
See, I didn't do that because I have good positioning. Our Ana had bad positioning.
Okay. So naturally, with your good positioning, you're gonna close this angle instantly. Yeah, good. Have you checked up here recently?
No.
Are you going to?
I don't believe in high ground.
You don't even give it a second thought over there. Okay. Now you do, but that's not intentional. Okay.
I just don't care about it.
You just got stuck on the lip there. That's fine. You'll eventually memorize the map a little better. Do you think you can get out?
If they wanted to, they actually don't kill me here, but if they wanted to, they easily could dive on.
Yes, yes, they could. This is a stagger.
If in any higher rank, this would definitely not work. Or like, I would be dead here.
Sure.
The Echo could have killed me with their pockets so easily before this. We dumped like 20 ults. I thought the dragon would do more.
It might be a transcendence deck. You've got a Discord out there. You've got a big grav. Your Harmony Orb is somewhere? Is it on your Zarya? No, is it on your Reinhardt? Who has your Harmony Orb, man? Your Ana. Okay.
My Ana.
Okay.
I care about my Ana deeply.
I don't think your Ana's in much danger, but okay.
But I just want, if they get in danger, I want to make sure they're safe. Okay, but like, take this from my point of view.
Oh no, I totally get it.
A 3-man dragon, because then this guy gets like slept or something. Our Ana's right behind me. I thought this would take out like all of our team. You know what I mean?
Your like, Zarya should probably have 90 more health from you having Harmony Orb on her, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
If your Zarya has 90 more health and all these targets are purple in front of her, like 1 right click kills Hog, 2 right clicks kills Ana, like this is
yeah.
This is minor. You have Nano going on Reinhardt, who's going to get a swing and also kill them. If you don't trans, the worst that happens, Hanzo's going to get out. So the worst that happens is you and Ana go down, right? You're really not.
But Hanzo, I ended up doing it because he dies or he gets slept or something.
Really, he doesn't just do his leap over to here.
No, but he gets slept. He gets shattered or something. Look at it. Okay. He can't. He's slept or shattered or something.
No, he walks deeper into it.
See, like this is a dragon that kills 3 people. By the looks of it, this would have killed 3 people. This is a good transcendence.
Okay, I think you still win the fight even if you don't trans.
But from my point of view, like this,
yeah, he got slept.
He jumps into it, then he gets slept. This is a Hanzo review now.
No, your Ana's fine. Your Ana hasn't gotten a tick of transcendent ceiling yet. She has her Harmony Orb, and she's effectively out of the dragon.
But come on, that's like a pretty. I feel like that's forgivable. Could I have done it with not?
This is totally forgivable. This transcendence is 100% forgivable. But I start to get mean because you can take it. Are you gonna trans? How's your Zarya doing? The one that's been missing health for like 20 seconds.
I don't.
Does she get a transcendent ceiling? Oh, she does. She does.
I decided to be kind with them. Look at me feed. Look at me feed really hard here. It was because on the comms they were saying something really confusing.
Okay.
And then like I was like, what is happening?
Okay. 1 orb. Also, you're charging up your orbs here rather than charging up your orbs here. Not sure why.
That's my positioning is so bad.
Or charging your orbs here. That could be fine too. Did you hear those footsteps?
I died to those footsteps. I don't know what I'm doing here. Oh my god. Oh,
there's a hog right. Yeah.
I started going back because our Ana was like screaming in the voice, like "Mercy, mercy, mercy's backcapping," and I just.
Okay. Okay.
I feel like I die there either way, though.
Yeah, I mean, your best out was back through the high ground, but you didn't go that way, so it's fine.
Overconfidence is a flimsy shield.
Back through the high ground, you know, like that puts you deep in your own team space.
Yeah.
It cannot be stopped.
Huzzah! Single orb right click.
It's just to scare them.
Okay.
Let me guess, what's my harmony or something dumb like that?
I was just looking around to find it. Yeah, there's a wall between you and the target that you're shooting at. There.
What? But he was like 1 HP. The best thing I could have done in that situation is to try and kill him. There's nothing. This is diamond. This is diamond. I'm reviewing myself.
Good. I like it when you review yourself. That's part of how you improve. But you don't cut yourself slack when you're reviewing yourself. Like that would be, you know, your own ego getting in the way. You can't have that. That would slow down improvement.
But what else do I do here? Like what else is my
you.
strategy? He gets really low too. Doesn't he get like pretty low HP?
Yeah, no, he's 40 HP. He's 40 HP.
Yeah, that's pretty low.
That's pretty
like,
great.
One more shot kills him.
Yeah, you could throw orbs right under him in case he drops, or you could shoot at the mercy. You know, up to you.
Shush. I just want to have wall hacks.
And I actually don't mind. I don't mind a decision to go. Well, now I guess we know that this is a. Oh, is that not solid? Okay.
Oh, it isn't. So if I was just, it's just me, but that's solid over there.
Yeah, that's solid over there.
Silly.
It almost connected with his ankle. Like that hitbox seems like it should have been.
Yeah, wait, what? Wait, I hit him.
You did.
I did.
Oh, but only once. But you can't have hit it. Oh, he's getting mercy healing. Okay, right.
Oh, this
Okay.
game sucks. I
Okay.
quit. I'm gonna play Valorant or something.
That's pretty great, actually. Dang.
Yeah, you see that I am top 500 loading.
Clearly. Where's your cover? Does looking away from the enemies make them not exist?
I suffer from object permanence, and you're using it against me.
Am I attacking your disability?
Yes, that's horrible. I'm reporting you to the Overwatch coaching community.
I don't think the Overwatch coaching. Well, actually, they're fine with me, but I'm not afraid to make enemies. So anyway. So you do have that as a little habit, though. Like we've noticed that in previous reviews where you do this. If I can't see you, you can't see me. That's just not true. Like you want to be looking at them because you looking at them makes them go, oh shoot, maybe he's going to shoot me in the head. Maybe I should get more evasive with my movement, and that makes them aim worse. It puts a little bit of pressure on them. Like looking at things. I get like a BS
hog. I get BS hog hooked here. It's so dumb.
Well, is it BS hog hooked, or is it because your positioning originally wasn't so great?
No, it's not here. But it's like it's just one of those hooks. You're like, do I really die to that? Like that's dumb. Like look at this. It like goes across the pillow.
Yeah.
Like yeah.
Okay.
But like I don't. That's just kind of dumb.
Yeah.
Like,
that's fair. That's fair. It's for you to think that's dumb. That's not a fair hook.
I mean, like, if I was good, I wouldn't have died. But, like, it's just one of those things. It's like, why is that a thing?
To be fair, that was the gap you were trying to shoot through. So you know the gap is there. But...
Yeah, but it's like a hook. It, like, weaves me around. That's not how hooks work.
Well, no... Well, yes.
Overwatch should be more realistic. There shouldn't be all these crazy abilities. I'm VOD reviewing the game itself now.
Our magically floating robot monk thinks that Overwatch should be more realistic. Okay.
And then I get a 5K and win the game.
So we've got the object permanence thing that at some point we're gonna have to make a thing because it's clearly habit. We've got the Transcendence on first point, the Dragon Transcendence, that's fine. I'm not actually being critical of it. I think you win the fight without it, but I'm not actually being critical of it. And then we've got this weird thing where you do some right-click stuff, like, oh, I'm going to right-click, and then I'll change my mind, I'm going to throw 1. And I think some of that is a little bit of game sense, not being aware of where the other enemies are.
To be honest, though, I think, okay, here's the thing with that Transcendence. I think if my Hanzo avoided it, then I would not have Transcended.
Okay,
I would have let myself die. Because
fair.
I saw him sleeping there, I'm like, okay, he's dead. I can't get out of this. I'm dead.
Yeah,
my Ana might be dead. If the Hanzo didn't, then I would have definitely.
Yeah, no, I get it. Okay, that's fine.
But
if your Hanzo hadn't jumped deeper into the dragon.
you haven't jumped into
Are you sure
it,
this
and
game
then
is
got
diamond?
slapped.
Are you sure? Kidding. Kidding.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
I'm behind my tank.
Yeah, but like not really. Your tank was here. You were
Not
here.
really.
Just, like. Did you see the threat from the right?
I don't see threats.
Do you hear the threat to the right? Okay.
I only see love and compassion, unlike you. Sees everything as a threat.
Unlike me, who, you know, is attacking people with object permanence disabilities.
Exactly what I'm saying. I think my positioning in general, though, has improved a lot.
Oh, it definitely has. It definitely has. I'm wondering where you're transitioning to, but you are up in this fight, so I can live with it. Are you playing Car?
Kind of playing Car around my Reinhardt.
Okay.
Just doing all that jazz.
Yeah, okay. And your harmony's on Zarya. I can live with that.
What will you die with? You're always like, I can live with that. What will you die with?
What will I die with?
Yeah.
What will I die with? I mean, bullets will probably take me out. Poison, some poisons would probably do a pretty good job. Falling from a really high.
Do you have immunities? Do you have any immunities to poisons?
Not to my knowledge, but even something like alcohol is a bit of a poison. You know, we poison ourselves with it, but I'm probably not going to die to it. You know.
This is just, quality.
Close the angle.
Watch me flank and get a 1 DK.
Good.
If their hog
nice
was
if your
good,
team
they
didn't
would've
feed here.
That would be nice.
Yeah. You had the right idea. You didn't get the harmony on your Genji?
Yeah.
It lit up for you and everything.
But I had a good idea with spamming that angle because I knew they were gonna come out.
That was good. But remember,
then I went bad.
Just like I was saying, hey, you should help out your Hanzo here, who I thought was going to be fighting the Echo and then wasn't. When you have people, who are going, hey, I'm going to go challenge this thing, you want to give them the pocket, even if they're only going to have it for 3 seconds. That's a big deal in 1v1s. 3 seconds of Harmony Orb.
That's 500 healing per second.
No, it's not.
Alright, Mr. Overwatch man.
Okay, so who should your Harmony Orb be on right now?
Mr. Genji.
That's okay, you can cycle it to the Genji because he's purple, yeah. Not purple, rather. And then after you can't target him, who are you going to put it on?
Oh, Ana.
Okay.
These are the only people I can see.
Okay.
What'd you do if I just started AFKing for like 20 minutes?
I think you did AFK for a second there. You know what I'd do if you AFK'd for like 20 minutes in a game? I'd say, okay, so your big improvement goal for this game is to not AFK. And, hey, I'm getting paid for it, so it works. And it's true.
You don't care about helping the player base, you just want your money.
Yeah. I mean, both of those things could be true, but if you ask which is more true... So they have 2 scary ults going, and you now have 3 scary ults going. Okay, this is fine.
I think I do end up transcending. if they do something fun.
Like this?
Then I turn down.
Sure. Yeah, no,
that
good
looks
trance,
scary.
good trance. I don't mind you being in front of your tank there.
Because if they did it. They did the stuff.
No, it was because you were in a, 5v1, 5v2. Like,
Yeah. The thing I do like about Diamond is that, people are a bit more confident.
A bit more conscious, you said?
Plat. I mean, like in Plat, some people just were not competent.
Oh, yeah, no.
I think
Diamond is the first rank where people begin to actually understand how Overwatch is played.
Don't get me wrong, there are some really garbage players.
Oh, absolutely.
Diamond.
There's some really garbage players in GM. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, clearly they're not actually really garbage, but like, what are you doing? Shoot.
I have a question.
Shoot.
Did you ever did you ever when you were Contenders coach for Avoided?
Did I ever coach for Avoidance?
Avoided. Have you seen that team?
Oh, no.
With Bastion main on it.
Most of my Contenders coach was I think I remember the predecessor to that team. No, I didn't. I was coaching primarily Contenders in 2019, and then I took a break from Overwatch for most of 2020, and I think Avoided was a 2020 team.
Yeah.
2019.
They had Bastion main.
No, there was a Bastion main in Europe. There was a team that was running like totally
but they had the player
meta.
Bastion main. Have you heard of Bastion
okay.
main?
Got it. I
they
didn't realize. Got it. Okay.
Okay, that's off. That's off
That's
topic.
Okay, that works.
I did hit a dink though.
Yeah.
That was.
Your Discord was an instant slow to be on him, but you did hit a dink.
It's always something with you.
It's kind of my job, coach's job. See more of your failures than you'd like and give you less credit than you'd like for your successes. It's what we do. You've had great successes, though.
One day I'm gonna be ranked #1, and we're gonna do a coaching session, and I'm just gonna be like, nope, you can't say that. I'm ranked #1. I'm ranked #1. I'm better than everyone else in the game.
I'll be the best as rank 1 right now, or was recently, and I used to coach him. Like, you being rank 1 will not stop me from finding your flaws. Trust me. You're underestimating the quality of players that I've coached, man. Yeah, he did a stint on phase 2.
You did like that bronze like Junkrat video, and I started watching it, and I'm like, why am I watching this? I'm not a DPS player. I'm not a bronze player.
It's okay. It's still fun, and I still go over other stuff. And the guy actually asked interesting enough questions that you might have found some value, but I don't know if it would.
I thought it was funny when he spawn camped the McCree.
Yes. Yes. You could win. Okay, you probably. Okay, they're backing out. That's fine. Trans.
Should I have?
Yes.
The thing I'm not good at. I think trans is a big problem, but I don't know when it's good to trans to save yourself.
So look at how many ults they're using right now.
Yeah.
They're using Duplicate, Valkyrie, and Nano right now. So even if you were up 1 by this fight, which if memory serves you were, it's still worth going, you know what, I'm going to save myself with trans. I'm right here with my team, so my team is going to get value out of the trans, and it's going to mean that these 3 ults aren't going to get any value for what's left of them. Valk lasts longer than trans, but she's already used part of her Valk. So
yeah.
This would have been a trans situation. Okay.
Repetition is the
Speedy race cars then.
I feel like getting to Diamond is pretty. For me, it's not that hard. Like in all of my games, in all of the heroes and Morians, I've been able to get to Diamond.
Okay.
But after Diamond, like after you get into that rank, there's not like as glaringly obvious problems.
No, you start finding
there are problems, but they're not like they're a bit different. They're not like they're not as like just like
It
out
depends. Like, you could have some problems that are really punishing and big and easy to fix still, but for the most part, yes. The higher you get, the smaller your problems are going to be. Like, when it comes to
It's
when
like
I'm doing
min-maxing and
contenders
stuff.
coaching, I'm not doing it the same way that I am for you or for most of my clients that aren't that level. I'm going through like 2 hours of their gameplay, and it's like, you made this mistake 3 times on this map. You get what I'm saying? Where it becomes a lot more, okay, we're finding small
Very
things to
minuscule stuff.
exactly, but those add up, and you still go train
Yeah,
those out of yourself to
for
be
sure.
better, etc. And that's not always the case. I mean, more often I'm teaching them how to actually play as a group. But like, if I'm teaching them individually how to get better, if I'm teaching them how to get better as part of a team comp, there's way more to
Would
find
you like
than that.
coaching contenders or like individual players more?
I like coaching contenders more, but let's be honest, there isn't any money in coaching contenders. So, yes.
They don't pay you, or do they
Uh,
pay you a lot?
Well,
This is personal. I don't know why I'm
that's
asking
fine. You
this.
can ask. They pay in prize money, and there just
Oh.
isn't very much prize money in contenders, and there's even less now than there used to be, contenders wise. So, it's
Contenders
like
is just a gateway to Overwatch League for most
Contenders
people.
is a gateway to Overwatch League, and I was at the level where it was like, okay, I've got 3 top 3 finishes. Overwatch League, you're going to make an offer this season or you're not. And I got 2 tryouts, one of which someone else got it, and that was totally fine. He was as qualified as I was, and I lost in the head-to-head. And that's fine. I'm not worried that he got it. I had to evacuate a fire that week of my tryout, which wasn't great, but that's fine. He got it. I'm not really bitter. The other one was nonsense, where the coach was like, I'm going to trial 40 people for this job. And I'm like, I'm one of the 3 best candidates by far. I'm not doing 8 hours worth of analysis for you for free.
A lot of Overwatch League head coaches are literal just laughing stocks.
Oh, and that was incredibly obvious once you saw Goats come around season 2 for Overwatch League. They started doing World Cup analysis. You saw stuff like that, and it's just like, wow, these guys don't know what they're doing. Yikes. But,
Yeah.
they cleaned it up. It's gotten better every year, but it was sort of like, okay, there's nothing here this year. Time for me to back out of this. I've already put thousands of hours into it, and it's just chasing Overwatch League is not a thing anymore because I could tell the scene was running out of money in general. Anyway, back to your review. Nice. Now, why are you reloading here?
Because why not?
Because you had 12 shots left, you can turn and discord something and get plenty of value.
Whenever you tell me something wrong, I'm just because, like, why not?
Then I'll explain why not.
Keep out of my way.
Why did you cancel that? Like, you didn't know he was there, so that's fine. But you've actually canceled a couple times with kicks, and I don't want you. Sometimes you do that because you want to hide that you're there, but you're doing some cancels just because you don't see anyone. And when you're throwing at a choke or a doorway like this, you're throwing it when you don't see them because you're hoping that, hey, you'll win the lottery and they'll walk out into it. You throw your 5 orb, like, you throw it like this, and you drag it out ever so slightly. So, like, you right click and you drag it out ever so slightly as you release it, because you expect them to go, aha, I'm going to walk like poof, poof, poof. They're not going to get hit and stop. They're going to go poof, poof, and get hit in the head 5 times, etc. That's what you're looking to do. So you'd never cancel that. You'd go, I don't have a target, so I'll shoot where someone might happen to show up. And in that case, they would have, and you'd have had either removed Doomfist or a 20% life Doomfist. Instead, you have 30 life.
Professional mechanics.
Instead, you have 30 life, and we're in a little bit of danger.
But I could have just tranced. Just arguing all your points. You're like, this
You
is the
could have
most
just
annoying
had. You could have
person.
just had trans forced out of you for no reason. Okay, okay.
There's one point in here where I like kind of hard carry, or maybe not. Honestly.
Okay.
I kind of forget.
You're gonna be like, I hard carry. I'm gonna be like, you see this McCree that's doing everything over here?
I see what you're doing there.
No, it's fine.
I feel like I don't feel like I played horribly this game though.
4, 3, 2,
You know what I mean?
1.
No, you've been playing fine.
I never
Um,
choose games where I play
Again,
really bad.
Widow's a thing. You know, Widow, Mercy Boosted Dash, those are things. Hanzo.
Those are things. That is a thing in the game.
of moderation.
Their antis carried them so hard.
Yeah,
their Ana carried them so
their
hard.
Ana's
Their
doing
Ana's
some
so
work.
good. Like, I don't think our Ana got... They got one nade, like, the whole game that actually meant
Not quite sure why you went for a right click here, to be honest. There's targets on your screen that you should be pressuring rather than charging a right click. And, you know, this is stopping a fresh Discord orb from going out, too. So there's still a little bit of right click, left click selection to clean up for you. It's way, way better than it, like, 900 times better than it was when we first started working together.
Yeah,
There's a little bit more to do. That one was fine. You were doing it for the bubble.
there was an orb,
Yeah.
Disquiet in your soul.
You don't need to push in super hard. You can let your team do that. You can worry about the tracer to your right. Yeah, I think this isn't a game sense thing anymore. You now know there's a tracer to your right.
But I just don't care, because I am the tank now. I have taken the role as tank in my team.
Yeah.
Genuinely though, like, their Ana carried them really hard. And their,
Okay.
And their, okay.
So start counting the cooldown on her nade. It's a relevant thing when you're Zenyatta.
Everyone heal my ultimate heal charge. There is chaos.
It's not fair.
The Tracer one I understood. The Tracer just showed up, so you went, oh shoot, and threw your one orb. This second one or two orb that you threw down here didn't make sense. You should have been left-clicking the whole time. Nice. Your shots, not your team getting run over.
Nice, you're dying, nice. You're horrible, nice. Honestly, I'm analyzing, like, this is contenders level analyzation right here. The reason we lost that fight is because the Tracer from their team diverted the three of our people to go and deal with them.
Yeah, that's true. That hurts you.
I'm literally gonna be an owl coach.
But I'm not really interested in critiquing your team. I'm interested in critiquing you. Right? Like, unless if you're shot calling for your team, maybe I'm more interested in critiquing your team. But I don't think you are. I don't think that's a skill you're polishing. Okay.
Experience tranquility.
God, I hate Nade so much.
Yeah,
What?
this is gonna hurt. No, it's just gonna hurt because I see, you know, you transit, but there's a dead eye. Oh, that's your dead eye. Yeah, okay.
It's always a nade. It's always nades, dude. We die every time to the nades, and then he shatters. But I carry this. I carry this because I go for that, and I
Not
get the
sure
double.
why you went into a right click here, though.
I knew that our Ana would sleep them. I had faith.
Okay.
Not gonna lie though, I kind of carried.
I want to see that.
Fight.
I want to see if
kinda
that
carried
reload was necessary.
Think about it though. I went on the Ana. I get
for
the
the
damage
Ana.
on the Ana.
I don't mind
and
you
then,
going aggressive here terribly.
And then I got the ooh, and then I carried this fight.
That's good. You had 16 shots left in your clip. For some reason, you're charging a right click. Beyond me. You don't really get good value out of that right click. You shoot him. Rather than melee, you do another shot. You have 10 ammo left and there's an enemy up.
But I get shattered.
You get shattered. You decide to reload. There's still an enemy over there, and you have... Oh, no, you didn't reload. It just looked like the hand motion. It looked like the hand motion for reloading.
My God. You hate me. You want to make... You're gaslighting me. You're saying I do stuff that I don't do.
You mean I want to find your mistakes so I can make you better? Yes. Yes, I do.
Round 3 complete.
I require healing.
My, like, one goal in life is to become a top 500 Lucio.
Then why are you playing Zen?
No. But then all I do, like the only problem I have is whenever I beat, I just jump off like the highest point of the map.
Okay. I've fortunately been blessed to mostly work with less Reddit Lucios. Lep was a little Reddit Lucio sometimes, but mostly no. He avoided that.
Have you ever coached anyone who's been in Overwatch League or is in
Yeah,
Overwatch League?
I've absolutely coached people who. I've coached people on both sides of Overwatch League. I've coached people who fell out of Overwatch League, and I've coached people who then went into Overwatch League.
I feel bad for people who fall out of Overwatch League.
It's a high turnover thing. It doesn't.
I can't believe they took off Ben Best from Paris.
Yeah, well. I mean, it's a high turnover thing, and just to keep that in perspective, you had a situation where Boston didn't keep Krusty. It's a high turnover thing.
Boston might be better this year. I don't know.
Okay.
But Boston is just Boston at this point.
5, 4, 3.
I think I should be in Overwatch League.
Okay, I think someday you could be. Maybe.
Yeah, totally, in a dying industry.
Overwatch League 2 or Overwatch 2 could breathe some new life into it, but they'll have to.
Overwatch League 2.
It's gonna depend pretty heavily on how good a job they do of getting everything right. Like Overwatch 2 could bring a bunch of eyes back, but it's really going to depend on the state of the game and how they run and what a job they do with
if
retention
they get it
there.
perfectly done with all these crazy new maps and like heroes and a great PvE and great lore, then it's possible. But if they just kind of half-ass it and it doesn't work the way they want it to,
I would not bet on it working.
I think it'll definitely be a good game. I don't doubt on that, but I don't think it'll be industry changing where it saves you.
Right. Why are we pushing when our McCree's dead? That's not really a you choice. I'm just like.
Why? Let's call up our Reinhardt, our friend, and be like, why did you push when our McCree died?
Harmony.
My headshot game is on point.
Why did you cancel that? Like, you might as well throw it and see if he, I don't know, re-peaks? Oh, what do you know? There's a Hanzo here. Like, you cancel these when you don't need to. The only time you want to cancel your orb things like that is when you want to keep it a secret where you are. You follow what I'm saying?
I just am a very secretive Zenyatta player.
But it's no secret where you are, man. Yeah, everyone needs healing. Chill out.
Shut up, dude.
Okay.
Whenever there's another Zenyatta, I feel it's my duty to assert my dominance over them.
Your Reinhardt probably needs that harmony more than your Zarya. Okay.
I give it to him. Chill out there, buddy.
Yeah, you do, but it's like 60 healing you missed out on.
Dude, Echo sucks. This is a broken hero. How do they go from that, like, 500 HP to 0 in 2 seconds?
I don't know, but you're gonna hit 2 headshots here and then trans and save them.
Yeah, woo, I did it!
No, you did not.
Even if I hit 2 headshots, I would not have done anything. I wouldn't have hit like 4 consecutively, and everyone would have been dead by then.
No, I'm gonna question that actually. You might have been just a little too low for 2 headshots, but let's take a look.
That's like a complete caring moment there. That's like too much care.
You're at 90. No, if you hit 2 headshots before either of them die, you trans.
Oh my god, that's like a mechanical god stuff. Game's dumb. I quit Overwatch. I'm becoming.
Pain is an excellent teacher. Barrier activated.
Ooh.
Assistance would be appreciated.
So, I get it that you wanted to go behind cover during your lockdown animation, but your team is rotating and you got left behind. Oh, that Hanzo knew you were there. He just can't aim.
Yeah.
Oh, look,
my
a nade!
gosh, the stupid nades, dude! Every time I like, and then I'm like, maybe I can kill somebody.
So,
Our team's all dead at this point. Everyone's died.
okay, I'll let it be. Like, you could be looking to use your trans more offensively rather than to counter grabs if every grab is going to be
But
nated.
they have
but
it.
honestly,
They have Grab Dragon.
I
dude.
know you can't. Like, you can't because you
Either
shouldn't
way, I
expect.
lose.
You shouldn't expect to be getting grab. You shouldn't expect to be getting nated every grab when you have a Reinhardt
Yeah,
and
but
Zarya.
they got it every time.
I know.
And then it was so annoying.
But this is where you start shot calling and say they have grab. They're gonna grab nade us. Save bubbles. Like this is if you. I mean seriously. You can do ult tracking and shot calling and all those things and it'll add up. Now you don't have to do that to get to GM, but that's a thing you can do.
Like I shouldn't have to do that to not get nated every single grab.
Sure. Bye.
Dude, our Zarya wasted grabs and we literally get picks. They threw. They literally threw. Watch this. It's not over yet. Our team gets picks and then the Zarya wastes grab.
Adaptive circuits engaged.
I think our team gets picks. Our team kills something.
Yeah, you just took down a Doomfist.
Nano boost administered.
Yeah, and then we get another pick as well, I believe. I didn't know what to do.
You don't
We
get
got like
Oh! No, still just the Doomfist.
still just the damn place because I'm garbage.
Okay, so not the end of the world. I do want to continue the focus. Like we haven't fully solidified. We've made it way better, but I do want you to think a little bit more. It's not like every right click that becomes a one orb is terrible. Like we had that tracer one earlier where a tracer just appeared and you go, no, I'm gonna throw this so I can get back to left clicking, behind you. Like that I understand, but there's still a fair number of these. Like over here was a good one where it's like, aha, I'm gonna do this, I'm fighting this, and then I'll start charging my right click. No, there's 3 enemies over here, and you have the game sense to know that there's enemies over here. And there's some other game sense stuff where it's like, aha, I'm gonna fight this, I'm gonna shoot at these things from right behind my Reinhardt, and I like that you're behind your Reinhardt.
Okay, so just when I see stuff, left click. When I don't see stuff, I right click.
But you can have a little more awareness of when stuff's there even if you don't see it, right? Like if you're going, I'm closing this, so I'm doing this. Well, okay, if you're closing this, you can immediately pivot over there and see, is there something? Or like when you're shooting at them on point and there's a tracer right to the right here and you're going, oh, well, I'll start, charging right clicks. No, there's a tracer right to the right there. Or I'm pushing out here to shoot at this Rhine shield. There's a tracer right to the right over here. A bit more of a game sense of, I'm not asking you to track 12 players, but you want to work up the number of people that you're sort of mentally tracking the location of, right? If it's 4, okay. If it's 8, okay. But you want to sort of mentally work that up to a degree, and you'll lose track of them, and that's fine. But you want to be able to go, hey, I know the tracer's over here. Hey, I'm fighting the Echo Mercy, but I'm almost positive that the tanks are fighting in over here, etc. You want to hone that a little bit more. That's, I think, going to help. That's a bigger skill. Of course, it's a bigger, more base skill that is going to help you. But working on that will help solve this, remaining object permanence thing, etc. If I look at this wall, they won't see me.
But other than that, everything is perfect.
Other than that, you've still got some Harmony Orb selection stuff that we can get into. You've also got, we did have the one trans that I did go, hey, what is this trans? No, I mean, it wasn't terrible, but if you're using your trans offensively, you do want to tell your teams, push before you pop the trans, unless you're popping it because
I was just in shock on how much we got nated that.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean,
like, I don't know how they thought I hit that nade. They deserve to be a higher rank whatever they are.
Sure. And then if you don't,
guess.
I mean, it's fine. So we talked about the right click stuff. We talked about the sort of being aware of the enemies stuff a little bit more, and we talked a little bit more about the transcendence usage in general. But specifically, hey, if you want to use it offensively, it's a great ult for that, but let your team push because it'll spring everyone back to full life almost immediately. So let them, soak a little as they're pushing it, like push, push, hard, 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 and you're going in with them because you know you have trans to bail yourself out, and then you trans once they get to like half if they're tanks or 3/4 if they're squishies.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. I think what I'll do is I'll record you saying that, and I'll buy like one of those, soundboards, and then I'll just play that on the soundboard.
Oh, I like it. Okay, okay.
You just hear me talk, and then like it's a completely different voice. It's just like, wait, what?
Yeah.
I should actually do that. I should record like all these call outs, but in different voices.
That could work. That could work. Okay. Did you have any remaining questions? Anything you were like, hey, what about this? What about this interaction? What should I be doing? Anything like that?
Why am I not in Overwatch League?
They haven't scouted you yet. They just haven't found your talent yet.
You got some probably. Do you have any ins with like coaches or contenders coaches?
With contenders coaches, sure, but with
You should
Overwatch League
send-
coaches, do I have any remaining with Overwatch League coaches? No, I'm pretty dry on those.
Okay, send it to some contenders people, and then they'll be like, "We gotta sign this guy."
I mean, I could, but the thing is, historically, there's been enough pretenders in Overwatch League and some in contenders, not some in contenders. There's been enough pretenders in terms of they're not actually good at evaluating talent. They're not actually like they don't. How shall I say? Are you familiar with what pretender syndrome is? Like they don't believe that they're doing it right or something, so they want the validation from second and third parties that what they're doing or who they're picking, who they're scouting is right. Like they don't believe in, they haven't done their own math, if you follow what I'm saying, or they've done their math, but they still don't trust it. There was a fair amount of that. Like some of the coaches I worked with were fantastic, great, etc. I was better, but they were pretty good. They deserved to be in contenders, etc. But there were quite a few I came across that were clearly just like along for the ride, trying to ride the coattails up, etc. And that I won't say that doesn't work because yeah, you can make it from tier 3 to tier 2 like that, and some of the early wave of Overwatch League coaches we know weren't very great, etc.
Isn't like they're like different? Isn't like tier 3 like basic tournaments?
Tier 3 technically refers to the top 32 teams top 32 teams below contenders.
Oh.
But honestly, people more often use tier 3 to mean any team that's sort of serious about making it through open division.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be in tier 3.
Okay.
I probably could be, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna have to get up to GM to do that because no one's considering it a serious tier 3 team if it's, carrying a diamond or two on it. But
I'm not at a diamond level though. I'm in diamond, but I'm higher than diamond.
I know.
I'm at least top 10, maybe top 5 even.
Okay. Well, good session. Good session. Okay. I'll talk to you soon, man. Good luck.
All right. See ya.
Peace.